And one of the things I think is really interesting is, um, especially for Asian communities, because there's this new Marvel Shang-Chi movie, and it's the first Asian American superhero, and it's bringing up conversations about representation and the fact that some people want only good representation. Like, oh, I want us to be seen as like powerful and rich and amazing. And other people want more nuanced representation where it's like, I want to see, kind of the pain, and I want to see more of the nuance because that's also valid and important. We don't have to always just resort to showing ourselves as being awesome and amazing, but also the vulnerabilities. Um, are there movies that you feel like um, really speak to you on that level where it's like, okay, it's great for representation, but there's also something deeper to it. Like I felt maybe a TV show spoke to a certain experience that you feel like um, doesn't oftentimes get addressed. Are there any shows or movies like that that you feel like fit that?
Well, I think one of my favorite movies is Jason's Lyric, and I love that movie because of so much that it entails. And although a lot of it is about poverty and destitute and all that stuff, there's also this huge element of family and love in that movie that I really like. So I do think it's important to show all of the nuances, but at the same time I think that there needs to be this diversity. So every time you turn around, like when we review like the 90s movies, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of those movies they're so similar in what was going on. And I think we talked about how there's a lot of pain and a lot of struggle and a lot of trauma and drama. And I think that if we go, that is part of the black experience, but it's not the totality of the black experience.
Mm-hmm.
And while we don't have to be superheroes and always, at the top elevated, I think that we need to have some diversity. So give me that, but also give me something minus the pain, because my life is not centered around pain. So there's more than pain and trauma
Mm-hmm.
in our culture. So show us more of that. Show us more.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with that because I feel like for me, like I would love to have more Asian American stories that are actually more slice of life, more just like everyday people and just their everyday struggles. Because I appreciate the movies that are about like Asian American immigration and these really difficult moments throughout history. But especially as someone who's living in the now, I would love to see more things about like what's it like being an Asian person working in corporate America. What's it like being an Asian person, at a college trying to join the sports team? I feel like these are the stories that are very relevant and happening and unfolding right now. Is there anything that's going on right now in America that you feel like, oh, I would love for there to be more representation or more movies or more films to like talk about this part of the culture or talk about this part of the experience?
I would love to see more movies centered around people who are leaving corporate America and leaving public offices or public jobs and venturing out on their own, and what it's like to go out on your own and start your own business and excel or fail, whatever the case may be. But like you said, I would appreciate more of the everyday normal life for people who not the stuff that we expect, but something that's kind of the unexpected.